Also important that you understand context. Whenever we read the Bible, context is so important. Ancestral lineage, common customs, cultural practices, religious beliefs and worship, and some basic geography, just to name a few things. When you're reading or studying the Bible and you do not have proper context, what can happen is you could miss very relevant correlations that tie the Old Testament to the New Testament. And in just glazing over just a topical surface reading of only the words that you see on the page, you're only getting this one-dimensional view or understanding of what's actually going on. Now, the scriptures, the entire canon of the Bible, is so rich. It's multi-dimensional. So in order to unlock deeper dimensions, we need to employ the practice of extrapolating. And what that means, essentially, is that we form an educated hypothesis about what we don't know based on what we absolutely know. How do we do this? Well, there are many ways to do it, but I'm just going to mention two. So my favorite way is to study the Bible in its original language. So for the Old Testament, that would be either Hebrew or Aramaic, and for the New Testament, that would be Greek. And the other way to do it is to actually search through the Bible on the story, the person, or the topic that you are reading through or wanting to learn more about, and comparing Bible to Bible. So what happens is you will get information from different writers of different books of the Bible about the same topic, and then you'll see, just like if you and I were both at an event and we experienced something happening and we were asked to explain what we saw, you may have a little bit of a different take on it than I would, or you may provide certain pieces of information that I may have left out, and I may provide certain pieces of information that maybe you didn't think of. So that's exactly what happens when we're digging in the Bible. So we find a bunch of scriptures all on the same thing, and we can then put them together and take each person's view and extrapolate different pieces and details to get a more well-rounded idea of what was actually happening in that story with that person in that situation. So while I say that, it's important that understanding that Bible proves Bible. Bible backs up Bible. And we see that when we use this method of extrapolating.